Cross-border shoppers, you'd better get to the bank. The loonie has been hitting new highs.
And Canadians are surfing the web more than anyone else on Earth. Humber News starts right now.
Hey guys, we're saying hello. Hello, it's Wednesday, March 9th. Welcome to Humber News, coming to you from the Broadcast Center here at the North Campus. I'm Miranda Anthesel. Thanks for joining us.
And I'm Kathleen Paroff. Ahead on our show, we have all your news, sports, and entertainment highlights, as well as your 5-day weather forecast. But first, Miranda has our top story.
Three of Canada's largest banks say Toronto's status as a global financial leader is at risk if the merger between the Toronto and London stock exchanges goes through. There have been unconfirmed reports that TD, CIBC, and the National Bank of Canada are drafting a public letter of opposition. Their opposition could mean trouble for the merger, as Canada's big banks drive more than 60% of all TSX trading.
Mayor Rob Ford is continuing to call for the heads of the Toronto Community Housing Corporation for misspending funds. Ford has called a special meeting of council to vote on whether or not the 4 remaining board members should keep their jobs. The announcement comes less than 24 hours after Ford's first attempt to oust the fiscally irresponsible TCHC directors. The mayor's political opponents delayed hearing a motion on the matters in yesterday's council meeting.
A Toronto man is one of 8 Canadian citizens charged by Italian police with the offense of mafia associations. The suspects are allegedly involved with the global mafia group based in the Calabria region of Italy. 53-year-old Italian-born Carmine Verducci resides in Woodbridge, and as a Canadian citizen, he cannot be extradited to face the charge in Italy. His arrest warrant was issued following a massive crackdown yesterday on the criminal organization.
A news report shows Canadians use the internet more than any other country in the world. Social media use in particular has increased significantly. Our reporter Emery Johnston has the details on how online socializing is affecting Humber.
More and more Canadians are logging in, and social media use is soaring. Multimedia Design Program Coordinator James Cullen says the higher availability and access to social media may be a contributor to the increase of usage.
So people having access to social media on their iPhone, their iPad, their Android phone, so there's a new venue for them to be using social media when they're out and about.
With computers and mobile phones constantly at an arm's reach away, many students are spending a large portion of their day online. Depending on how social networking is used, it can be a distraction or a benefit.
As long as you control it, it's beneficial, and you can keep in touch with schoolwork and acquaintances. If you abuse it, it's a distraction.
I would say during class time I try not to use it because I try to focus on my studies. But that might not be the case for everybody though, so it could be a distraction for some people.
The amount of Canadians using social media has gone up 13%. Overall, 96% of Canadians have visited a social media site. The increase in users aged 17 to 54 doesn't amount to the 45% increase in users ages 65 and up. Although older internet users have developed the habit more recently, the younger generation has remained steady in the amount of time they spend online. Some students, however, have learned how to use social media to their advantage. Emery Johnston, Humber News.
Canadian Blood Services is accepting donations at the North Campus today. Humber students are trading in their blood for juice and cookies. Humber reporter Steph Sprenger has the details.
Humber students poured into the Student Centre Wednesday to join the approximately 86,000 young adults that give blood in Canada every year. Canadian young adults have the highest participation rate of their age group compared to the US and Britain, and Humber is no exception. While it's common to be apprehensive of piercing your skin, Canadian Blood Services Coordinator Kimberly Elliott says the blood donated by Humber students at this clinic will help save over 300 people.
What sometimes we say it's important to think about is what your donation can actually do. So your donation can help save 3 people's lives. And if you keep this frame of mind while you're donating, sometimes that might help ease the discomfort of the donation.
Student-aged Canadians 17 to 25 contribute 20% of all donated blood in Canada, each one with their own reason for donating.
I've always seen the commercials on TV and everything, and there's always a say to give blood to help save a life. And that actually moved me, so I actually did it for that reason.
Yeah, I've had a family member who was in a car accident and then received donations. So
this is my first time actually. Yeah, so it's quite the experience.
Everyone has their own reason for giving, but to Canadian Blood Services, the important thing is that you do give. For students still interested, the clinic will be open till 3:30 today, and tomorrow all day from 10:30 till 3:30. Steph Springer, Humber News.
The royal wedding may not be your cup of tea, but it could be your pint of beer. The province's Attorney General says he would consider extending drinking hours by opening bars at 6 in the morning on the day of the royal wedding. We took to the halls of Humber to hear if you'd have a pint with the prince and new princess.
No, I don't think it will because that's too early. I'll probably be getting ready for school. I can watch it on the TV then, and I don't think people are really going to go out to the bar at 6 in the morning. It's just a little too early.
I like to drink, but it's a little too early for even me to drink. It's too much for my stomach.
Not really. I don't think that's going to influence me to go watch the royal wedding.
No, I'm not going to go to the bars because I don't care.
Prime Minister Stephen Harper has just formally accepted his invitation to the nuptials and will be attending with his wife Laureen. This announcement officially squashes any rumors of him skipping the wedding because of a possible election contest during that time.
When we come back, we'll have more news from around the country and the world. Tom Yanni will have the sports news, and we'll have your weather forecast with Sarah Jacob.
The weather is looking okay right now, but things are about to get a little bit sloppy. Your 5-day weather forecast is coming up right after the break.